Okay, I am back again, and again we are going to take these little flowers. We are going to pour our comfrey flower water through the strainer. And gently, I just add all these little flowers to it. Okay, there we go. And then we're done with this. And we're done with this. Okay. Ooh, there were some little pop and crackles when I lifted that up. How interesting. Okay, so I have all my little my flowers here that I'm going to take outside to make the offering with on this full moon. The Fae have a lot to do with gardens and keeping our gardens healthy and adding their beautiful energy. I don't know if you've ever seen some beautiful drawings of flowers with these little flower divas in them and little fairies. And if that's the other thing I recommend doing with these flower essences is sitting down with you know, even the flowers right here with the water before you pour it out, and meditating on it. The best that I've found is actually sitting next to the plant, the mother plant, while the flowers are in the spring water, out in nature, exactly where that plant is growing, and just grounding down, clearing your mind, and asking the plant diva to tell you any messages that you might need to know about this flower essence and how it might help you. And you would be really surprised at what you will hear. I did that with each and every one of the flower essences that I made for Molly and me. And those are available. I just don't advertise them a lot because it's a lot of work. I mix them up individually and put my intentions into them and everything else. It's a lot of work. Okay, so we're gonna take our next empty bottle with the label on it that says June 4th, Comfrey Mother Essence on the full moon of Sagittarius. So we're gonna pull up 15 approximately mLs of this beautiful flower essence water. And we're gonna put it in our bottle. And then we're going to pull up 15 mLs. The only reason I'm using 15 mLs is I took the total volume of the jar bottle and divided it by half. So I can fill the bottle because I want 50% brandy and 50% of the flower water. Okay. And then we're gonna put our dropper in it. I use glass dropper bottles. This is alcohol. I want it to sit on the shelf and I don't want it to degrade. So that's another important thing. And then we're going to succuss it, just like we did the other one. Right? And when you're succussing it, you can sing to it. You can think of the flower diva coming in from that beautiful purple flowers of comfrey. And what does she want to tell us? What kind of medicine? You know, you think of those purple bluebell-like flowers dancing around in the water molecules in this little bottle. It's like just capturing that little bit of flower fairy magic. Yeah, and it really tunes in really well with our emotional bodies and our dog's emotional bodies. You know, comfrey is a plant that this would probably be an excellent, this just came through to me as I'm talking to you, an excellent remedy for trauma, for broken bones, for fractures, for emotional trauma, for a dog that had been beaten, a dog that had been in a car accident, hit by car, dogs that are in the emergency room, or just emotionally traumatized. The owner may have died, they had to move, they went through a really bad hurricane or storm. Comfrey. It's very soothing and it knits back the bones. Okay, so there you have it. We have 2 flower essences for the day, and this was just me going out there trimming away plants. We have an entire basket full of fresh comfrey leaves that are going to dry. And then we've got our roots, our really cool roots. And I'm going to take these up to the garden right now and return them to the fairies with some blessings along with the rest of this water. So thank you for joining me today. And if you have any questions, go out and make some flower essences. With the flower essences, I mean, you obviously don't want them sprayed with pesticides, but if you get a really fresh bloomed flower, you don't have to worry too much. And if you don't want to pick the actual flower, I will show you an indirect method of making a flower essence as well, because people make flower essences from endangered flowers, and so they don't want to pick the flower. They want, the flower is the reproductive organ. The flower is going to produce the seed so that that plant can go on and reproduce more plants. So sometimes you don't want to remove the flower from the actual plant. There's tons of flowers out there, and these are good old garden herbs, kitchen garden herbs, like your grandmother may have grown. So join me in the future for another round of video. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy.